Hey Seafoodstagram, JP here. Did I ever tell you about that time I got to tour the back of a 3-star Michelin restaurant? Or maybe about that time I was in my early 20s and I flew first class? Wait, you haven't heard these stories before? What about the time I got pushed out of a plane? No? Oh, I got a story for you. Welcome to Seafoodstagram. So I'm many things, but I am not an early bird. I once used to work Toronto hours for one of my old jobs and it had me up every morning at 5:30. Couldn't do it, really hated it. But when it comes to travel, I will be up at the crack of dawn to get on that plane. That's how much I love it, and just being back at the airport has meant the world to me. Just that whole atmosphere of excitement, of adventure, and getting back on a plane, it's been crazy. And the thing is, it's not just me. It feels like travel fever is taking over. And in case you're wondering, that is not a COVID symptom. But it is a factor because of COVID, and those lines are getting crazy. There's so much benefit to getting Nexus, so you can actually skip that line. Nexus is not just about crossing the US border. I'll do another whole video about the benefits of Nexus sometime soon because I'm a huge believer. Because it makes you get to the line that much quicker so you can actually enjoy the airport like those lounges. And I always go into a lounge. It's so much more than just free food. Sometimes I even just go and get a water bottle. And I get it for free with my credit card. Again, a whole nother video will show you about all those tips and tricks so that you can travel like a boss. So you get off the plane in Montreal and the first thing you want to do is eat cheese. At least that's the first thing I want to do when I go to Montreal. Quebec cheese is world famous for being ooey, gooey, and decadent. And what do I want to do with that? I want to make mac and cheese. So I go to Marsh Atwater, a famous market with a beautiful cheese shop. Big problem, COVID. Because of COVID, I can't try out the cheese, which I need to know the perfect blend for mac and cheese. But with a little negotiating, sweet talking, and some Seafoodstagram magic, we were able to actually go to a back room where his manager was not watching, and he fed me secret cheese. I hope this establishment doesn't see this video, but that allowed me to know the exact blend that was perfect for mac and cheese. We even debated it with his senior colleagues about the right blend. Plus, they even got a machine from the back to grate the cheese because, I don't do grating of cheese, too much effort. And that's how we got the best mac and cheese in Montreal. So it's not always about food. You kind of want to understand more of the culture and some experiences in Montreal. And so I Googled online best things to do at night in Montreal. And after I cleared for not safe for work, I ended up finding this amazing exhibit that actually simulates the International Space Station. It was a collaboration between artists, the International Space Station, and it was all in virtual reality. You put on these amazing goggles and you get to work. You get to experience things floating in space, watching videos, live documentaries, plus interactive art exhibits. It's this whole mind-bending, beautiful experience. And if you're wondering, yes, 2 people actually bumped into me. 1 person almost punched me, but I wasn't sure if that was actually because they were seeing things in VR or if they were just aggressive. So we'll never really know, but it was a fun experience overall, and it's something that I hope they bring to Vancouver. All right, first night in Montreal. Look at that. I wasn't able to film a little bit earlier when I landed because it was literally a monsoon. So much rain. And I think the difference between the rain here and in Vancouver, because you're probably thinking, JP, you're from Vancouver, you should be used to rain, is the amount of wind. My goodness, these umbrellas are made of something else because they were withstanding some gale force winds out there. When I first brought it out, it actually flipped inside out and this guy was like, tourist. And so, yeah. Well, anyways, we're here. We're eating some good food. Let's go. Of course, you gotta treat yourself when you're traveling, and even if that means eating by yourself at the bar, you get to experience some really cool cuisine. And when you go to Montreal, I said, you know what, let's just live life to the fullest. Let's go crazy. So I took a look at the menu and I said, show me what is the wow factor. And he said, I got you, fam. Maybe not in that many words, and maybe it was in French, I don't know. But It was bone marrow with snails. We're talking bone marrow with escargot. I'm an adventurous eater, so this didn't faze me at all. It was just all levels of buttery, umami goodness, and of course, very difficult to eat. I'm again glad I didn't spill on myself, or at least I don't remember spilling on myself. We don't have video evidence of it, so we'll just say it didn't happen. But just getting into it, seeing that ooey gooey, buttery umami goodness come out, I felt days, actually maybe more than days, years of my life shortened after every bite, but it was totally worth it. And then you go into bouillabaisse. Saffron infused stock. You've got cheesy garlic bread on top. Beautiful seafood. I'm literally drooling through the mic. This is like some ASMR drooling level action that could be going on here. But anyways, amazing food. You get to really dig in and experience French gastronomy at its best here. And Montreal is really a great city for that. It's not just French food that they capture, it's so much more than that. And I can't wait to share more stories about cuisines from all over the world that we get to experience in Montreal. This is a great place for cocktails, good vibes, good times, and I'm so glad I got to eat here in Montreal. Looks like we're all out of time today, Seafoodstagram. I've got a lot more stories to share. But if you liked what you saw in today's episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you're the first to know. Plus, leave us a comment down below. I'd love to hear what your favorite story was from today's episode. Hey, more adventures calling, so I gotta run. Catch you next time.